Hey guys, welcome back. I'm out in the Eastern Sierra again, or actually east of the Eastern Sierra, at a small little range here, Glass Mountain Ridge. So I just aired down the tires and we're about to get on the trail. Ready, set, go. It's early November and I'm heading out toward the Glass Mountain Ridgeline, just east of Highway 395 between Mammoth and the volcanic tablelands. I've never actually been up here, which is half the reason I pointed the Jeep this way. I'm crossing these big sagebrush flats with Lake Crowley behind me like a sheet of silver, getting smaller and smaller with every mile. The weather's perfect for now with blue skies and a light breeze, but there's a thin layer of cirrus clouds way up high that usually means a shift is coming. No idea what's waiting for me on that ridge, but that's the draw. I'm just out here chasing places I haven't seen yet. Well, the first section of this trail has us following these power poles, which I gotta say is not my favorite type of trail. But I don't think it's gonna stay like this the whole way. It's a beautiful day today. 65 degrees, just a light breeze, no real wind yet. Hopefully it stays that way. But this trail's kind of slow going because there's a lot of whoop-de-doos like that. Can't go too fast over those, so we'll take it slow. This is a really pretty ridge line up here though. You can see the White Mountains to the right, I think, and the Eastern Sierra to the left. Looks like we got some steep ascents up ahead, so I'm gonna put it into low. I'm higher up now, working my way along this rounded spine that rises and falls, but keeps trending upward into the Glass Mountains. A few of these climbs are steeper than they look, which has me easing off the throttle and pushing forward in my seat, just to see what's waiting over the next crest. I'm also starting to spot some snow ahead. Not much, but enough to make me think about how cold it could get once the sun goes down for the night. The air's cooling off, the views are stretching out farther and farther, and the trail's starting to feel a little bit more serious with each mile. It's quite the climb up here. I feel like I'm going straight up. I'm already at over 9,000 feet and still going. The views from up here are insane though. Oh, we're starting to get into some trees and shrubs here. It's getting a little tighter. I'm leaving the sagebrush behind and climbing into more familiar mountain territory. Pines, junipers, and cooler air. The trail tightens up pretty fast, nothing crazy, but enough to make me pay attention. This first section has weirdly spaced rocks, far enough apart to make it awkward, close enough to tag a differential if I get lazy. To clear them, I've got to drop the passenger side on the low line, which leans the Jeep a little harder than I'd prefer, especially with a decent drop-off to my left. It never looks like much on camera, but my butt definitely grabbed the seat a bit on this one.
Alright, I made it. I can breathe again. When you're solo, everything feels a little heavier. Every move, every decision, it all matters more. One bad call can turn a simple day on the trail into a whole ordeal. And sure, maybe a decent campfire story later. But honestly, I'll take the quiet, no-drama version every time. I'm out here to explore, not film a rescue reel. Even though that may get me more views. Okay, I got another weird section here. This time the trail throws the same thing at me from the other side, off-camber, the opposite direction, leading me towards this tree with the big elephant trunk branch that's perfectly positioned to tattoo the Jeep if I'm not careful. So I just crawl it, slow and steady, letting the suspension do its thing.
Alright, well now we're in the forest. I will say I haven't seen even one camp spot on the trail yet. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come.
With those tricky sections behind me, I can finally relax a bit. Up here on the ridge, the views are expansive, and all that's left is to wander along and figure out where I'm sleeping tonight. And like any new terrain, there's always a bit of, where the hell am I supposed to go, baked in.
I don't know if this is like an out and back trail. I don't see any roads on the other side.
The search for camp continues. So far, it's been nothing but nothing. Not even a questionable spot, which honestly feels impressive in its own way.
Wow, 2 weeks ago this would have been so beautiful, this aspen grove here. Now there's not a leaf to be found. Well, I still have seen 0 camp spots. None, absolutely none. But we still have plenty of time. I'm sure I'll find something.
Even with the total lack of camp options, it still feels damn good to be out here. This place might be stingy with real estate, but the beauty isn't lost on me for a second.
Well, I got to the end of this trail at this meadow here, Sawmill Meadow, but there's really not many very inspiring places to camp. I'm gonna go up this side chute. I just turned on a side chute right here, and I'm gonna see where this goes. But man, there's not much camping. There is one spot by the little stream. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, it's got a picnic table. So it's like an actual camp spot, but I don't know why I shy away from picnic tables. So we'll go up this side chute and see if we can't find something a little more dispersed. Fingers crossed. Alright, well, it's a little bit of a bust as far as campsites go. I came all the way up to the top of this hill at the end of this trail, and it's a cool spot, but it's just nowhere near level enough to camp. Bummer. Okay. Well, let me show you. All right, it's pretty up here, but we're gonna continue on. All right, well, I could have camped at the meadow, but it just wasn't very inspiring. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going, see what I can find a little farther up the road. What was that? It's a little spur, but yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I couldn't find anything back there. Nothing that I really liked. There could be a chance that I end up just not liking anything, but that's the way it goes, right? So let's see what we can find. Well, the good news is that we're back on a green trail now, so we should be able to get through this pretty fast. But that's also when bad things can happen, is when you're kind of in a rush. So I'm gonna take my time. At least it's faster than the other trail. The other trail was a blue trail. So this is just like basically a dirt road. All right, let's find camp.
It's getting late and the sun's dropping fast. With the time change, the daylight window feels even tighter, so every minute counts. I'm gonna try one more little side trail and see if it turns up anything. If this one doesn't work, I'm all out of ideas. But hey, I'll cross that bridge if and when I get to it.
Alright, well, I've reached an impasse. I can't get around this. So I'm going to turn around and go a different way. I also noticed that there's a fire burning somewhere on this ridge over here. It shows up on the map, but it's weird. Like, it seems really small, but it doesn't seem like anyone's doing anything about it. I'm sure they are, but strange. Anyways, turn around, go somewhere else. Yikes, this spur trail was not a good idea. No camp spot and lots of scratches. This trail doesn't get used very often. You got one, you might as well have a million, right?
Well, nothing. I struck out. Now I'm back out on the flats with zero plan and zero camp. I think what I'll do is aim for the foothills on the far side of the basin in the distance and hope they've got something. Anything. At this point, I'm not even looking for nice. I'm looking for technically sleepable. Well, there's nothing out here either, but what is out here is a herd of wild horses, and honestly, that kind of makes up for it. Out on the horizon, the wildfire is still burning, adding this strange, almost cinematic backdrop to the scene in front of me. Seeing wild horses never gets old. It's one of those iconic sights that just screams the American West.
Okay guys, I'm airing up. I could not find a camp spot. So I'm gonna air up, get back on the highway, and then I think go to a camp spot that I know over near Mono Lake. hopefully I can get, it's like almost dark now, but hopefully I can get over there. Man, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get out there. Anyways, I'll probably be driving at night. Forgot my dust blower, and it was really dusty today. Not gonna lie, sometimes I wish I had a van as a backup rig. It'd be nice to just park. Sounds really nice, especially when the weather's bad. Be cozy. Must be pretty nice. Gonna do some pork chops. I think I'm just eating pork chops. So too lazy to make a vegetable. So this camp spot I ended up at is just sort of like kind of off the highway. There's a couple spur trails that led up to this forested area, and it actually, I think it overlooks Mono Lake, which would be kind of cool in the morning. So it's definitely not remote, but it'll do. Well, these are some no-nonsense pork chops here. No frills, salt and pepper. What else do you really need though? All right, well, I'm gonna finish my pork chops and then hang by the fire a bit, and then hit the hay. Maybe watch a movie tonight. Seems like a movie night. That being said, I'll see you in the morning. Well, this campsite turned out to be pretty nice after all. I got a view of Mono Lake and this forest, even though it's been singed a little bit, it's still living. But yeah, it was a bit of a wild goose chase yesterday to find a camp spot. Anyways, I got everything packed up and now it's time to head back on the road and figure out where I'm going next. So yeah, let's get on the trail.
Trips don't always go the way you picture them. You leave home with this loose idea of how the day is going to play out, what the camp's going to look like, how things might wrap up, and then the trail does its own rewrite. This one definitely didn't give me the epic campsite I had pictured. No ridgeline sunset setup, no perfect overlook. Last night's spot was more of an afterthought than a destination. Just a place I landed when the daylight finally ran out. And honestly, it still ended up being good. That's kind of the funny thing about camping. No matter where you end up, it almost always works out. Once the engine shuts off, the wind settles, you got the chair in the dirt and the stove going. Suddenly it doesn't matter if the spot was planned or stumbled into. What matters is you're out there. That's the win. Wandering around the Highway 395 corridor is always wild. This whole stretch just feels different. You can go from wide open desert to pine forests, volcanic craters to alpine peaks, all within a couple hours of dirt. It's one of those places where every turn feels like a new landscape. It never gets old. These solo runs aren't for chasing perfect outcomes. They're for chasing whatever the day feels like giving me. Sometimes that's adventure, sometimes it's perspective, sometimes it's just quiet. I'm learning that the less I demand from a trip, the better it seems to treat me. Just pointing the Jeep into open country and trusting my gut is enough. And even when a plan falls apart, it still ends up being exactly what I needed. This is Brian from Los Burros Overland, and until the next one, I'll see you down the trail. Adios.